Hello again, we're here with Marcus Bond from Milestone and Chief. He's the eye candy of the AV industry. That's what you're known as.
Well, what can I say? You know, you like to call that? I wouldn't say that myself.
Well, that's the best thing. That's the best thing.
From you.
It's easy to think of yourself and the wider team that you've got with Richard and Sophie in the UK as just Chief, but Milestone Group have got a bit more to offer, haven't they?
Absolutely, yeah. We, as a Milestone, as in the umbrella of the company, is basically we have a lot vast range of, like, we have Chief as in, we are the accessory king, really. So basically what we've got there is you've got Chief as a bracketry brand. We also have screens, which is Da-Lite and Projecta. The good thing about that, Da-Lite is really well known in the industry, in America definitely, for high-end sort of projection. But what they have there is that Projecta is a sister company, so they really learn off each other, because obviously European and American, they're kind of a little bit different, but we kind of work off each other and bounce off ideas, so it becomes really good into the industry. And now we've also got Vaddio, which is, everyone thinks old cameras, but it's more than just a PTZ camera. We also offer a lot of bridges and making things, working with the industry and broadcasting and stuff like that. So
that's a really good range of products. But
yeah.
On your stand, you've got quite a lot of innovation going on. There's some really interesting products there. The freestyle rotation adapter, can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, the freestyle rotation adapter came in because obviously retail, where they were offering funky sort of designs on video walls. So obviously you need that adaptation to make sure what sort of design, because everyone's different. So our FRA is our freestyle rotation adapter, attaches to our single stud sort of bracketry. The great thing about that is that you just got to calculate obviously the screen size and the visa pattern, and then we can work out where the brackets actually go. On the top of that, we've had a lot of feedback from that. We're actually designing our website, which is going to have this functionality, so you can actually just put in the screen that you're going to be using, and then it'll do all the calculations for you. So it'll tell you what bracket you need, and from there.
So you just say the angle that you want the screen at for a scatter wall, and it will calculate everything.
It will calculate everything for you, yeah. So you can then put it in, and then with that is obviously, because you'll see on ours, you've got one screen you can rotate. So the freestyle rotation adapter has 15 degrees points around, and you can lock them off, or you can have it just free flow. Like we've got one of the screens that's free flowing, and the content, everyone's like, oh, where do you get content? But we know you guys offer TV1, so we're trying to work really closely with TV1 to say, look, you're buying this package, why don't you have the bracket as well? Or if they're buying the bracket, why don't TV1 then work with us on that one?
You've also got the portable flat panel stand there today.
Yeah, our new rental stand, PSRU. It's got a little bit of competition on there as well, so you can win an hour track ride around the course today. All we're asking you to do is take it apart and then build it back together. One of the key things on this is rental. A lot of people are asking, and Unicar is probably one of the leading industries of rental, but we kind of like made it a bit nicer looking, if that puts the point. A bit more, the aesthetics of it is really nice, and a lot of people do it, but it's the pack away and the easiness of putting it together and taking it off. The quickest time that I've known someone to do it is 30 seconds. Wow. And that's put up, put back down, and put it back together again.
That's a hands-on challenge screen as well, can't it? So you've got to take a decent sized screen as well.
Oh, it takes up to 90.7 kilos, so I could say it takes a 200-inch screen, but I don't think there is a 200-inch screen out there. But it all depends on the visa and the weight. That's all you've got to look at on the portable stand, and that's how we work it.
That's a hands-on challenge for today, to beat 30 seconds. Yeah. Kieran, over to you.
Yeah, I was going to say, you mentioned Vaddio earlier. It's a
Yeah.
major focus area for yourselves. You said something about bridges.
Yeah.
Can you elaborate on it a bit more, because I understand nothing about it?
Okay, so one of the ones we've got is an AV bridge at the moment. What that does is, for instance, if you've already got a setup of a Cisco camera, for instance, the Cisco camera is already set up, but the focus is that sometimes they find it easier to want to use a simple plug-and-play Skype for Business. It's just USB straight into a laptop. They want to walk in with their laptop, plug in, but they want to use their cameras they've already bought. Yep. But what this AV bridge does is we will supply you with all the cabling for that camera. It goes into one of our one-link boxes, HD-based run cable, RJ45, straight to the AV bridge, wherever the compliant is. And then you can have all your audio out of SDI, and then you've also got one USB cable, 3, that goes straight in, and you just plug it straight into a laptop, and it will use all of the functionality around it. And that's broken down to simplicity, but obviously I can go into more depth, but it's kind of like, that's it in a nutshell.
It's just a big problem solver.
Yeah, and that's what we see.
Cool.
There's a one-link bridge AV also in there as well.
Yeah, the one-link bridge AV. The Matrix Mix is also over there, which is a very, very complex sort of. We're always about art of easiness, and basically we do live up to that as art of easy. And what it is it's just simple, straight in, plug in. You can. What you've got there is you've got overlays. You could have 3 or 4 different cameras around, but you can control it from one area. And then you can say, right, I want a camera on that one, I want that, but here's my pre-shot, what I want to see. I want to put an overlay of like Tech Expo or something like that that's on there, and then you can have that come up, and it will come up on the screen. So you can actually then keep looking around to see in different areas of the
Interesting. So going back to your screens business, we mentioned Da-Lite, Projecta earlier on, particularly Da-Lite, I think. That's really gathering momentum. What are the key USPs, the key benefits of those products?
I think the key benefits of those products is that we're already forefront in the industry. We were speaking to someone about, I think it's about 3-4 years ago now, a guy called Joe Kane, and he's in the Hollywood production area, and he wanted something for 4K. Obviously, we're really just starting to go into this 4K now, and before it was all HD, Ultra HD, now we're starting to 4K, but now people are actually looking at 8K and 16K. But we've kind of future-proofed ourselves with our screens, because we've got this material that's complete flat material. It's not a woven material or anything like that. And what we're showing is that if you look at a pixel on a 4K projector, for instance, they are so tiny, and if you've got a woven material, that pixel is being lost, because it goes through
the fabric.
Yeah, through the fabric. Even on a matte white, you've got lumps and bumps. So back in the day when it was VGA, the pixels were so big that you would never lose that. You wouldn't lose your colour validity, your contrast, or anything like that. So with this, it's because it's a flat surface, you're literally getting the whole full image that's coming back. We have a couple of screens here today, one on NEC, and they're showing off there, WXGA, and then we've also got our NXT, which is our fast fold screen, which is over. It's not got anything projected on there, but that's got a HD rental surface. And Sony also have theirs as well. They've got one of our screens, which is a HD progressive. And by far, they're all saying it's one of the best screens that they've seen, and it's really showing off their images really well for them.
And you've got them here today, that's brilliant. So the key messages really, with Chief, it's all about the ease of install.
Yeah.
With Vaddio, you're talking about
the
art of easy. And then with screens, it's all corporate, high-end education. They're the key areas you want to drive through today.
Yep.
And what about 2018? Have you got any interesting developments coming forward for that?
Yeah, we've got, obviously now we've got, like with the camera Vaddio, we're working really closely with Chiefs, because obviously cameras go really well with brackets. So we've come up with like a Quick Cat at the moment that's there, and it's just an in-ceiling bracket, and that's one of them, but we're working on really closely with Vaddio to come up with more bracketry. With the screens as well, how do we incorporate the whole solution with our AV? So you just buy one solution from us, so you can get the screen, you can get the bracketry, you can get the cameras, the bridges, the whole solution from us. And you can get that from Midwich, which is a great thing, because you can just pick up the phone and get the whole solution from Midwich.
That's brilliant. So that's the Milestone team, Marcus, Richard, Sophie, here at Tech Exposed 2017. They're on stand 16. Go and see the team, get your hands on the products, and thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you guys.